Curves are elegant, they're graceful, they're playful. Arches are strong and powerful. It's a timeless addition to any design is curves. Hi, I'm Mark Qualizza. I'm a studio furniture maker based in Fernie, British Columbia. This is my first gallery showing on Granville Island, and I would like to thank Craft Council BC for the opportunity. This is what I call a collection of curves. It's a collection of functional furniture that has been designed over a course of time for various families for their everyday use and their everyday needs. I incorporate curves into all of my designs because I find curves are at a level of elegance, and it's soft and it's very useful, and it really generates a whole lot of interest in any piece as opposed to right angles. This is the wave table. It's my signature piece. It's the anchor to the show. I was sketching waves at home one day when one of my sketches really caught my eye for a base of a table. I've been thinking about building a cantilever table for quite some time, and when that wave formed on my sheet of paper, it really captured my imagination. From that, I decided that I was going to actually carve the base of the table. Now, the base is made out of ash that I got from Quebec. That's an actual and interesting story unto itself. The ash was, there was an insect infestation going on in Quebec and Ontario that was destroying the ash population there. So I managed to be able to get a lift of the ash before they destroyed most of it. And I designed and built the base out of that. So the base of the table has brought to life the wave shape. This is all hand carved out of the ash. Now, once I actually had the carving completed, I was thinking about how I was going to finish it. And what I wanted to do was have something that would be dark, but yet have a very nice texture. So I used a Japanese technique called shosujiban, which is a burning technique. And because you burn it, you actually get a very nice texture that highlights the light quite nicely. Now with that, from the base to the tabletop, what I did with the tabletop is I tapered the tabletop from back to front. So it goes from a thick to a thin to simulate a cresting wave. Now the top of the wave table is called black limba. It's a very workable, very durable species of wood. I chose the black limba because of the highlights of the black in the limba wood itself. It's a very visually appealing slab of wood. The other thing that caught my eye about black limba is Gibson Guitars actually uses it for all of their guitar bodies, which makes it, again, a very durable piece of wood. It's designed for everyday use. Everything about it. You can spill a bottle of wine on it and wipe it off and carry on using it every day of the week. This is the Cuban Curves. It's a display case that is, for me, was an exploration in complex joinery. The legs are all asymmetrical steam bent curves. The top cross piece, the center post, and the drawer pulls all have the same asymmetric curve pattern. It focuses on the cube in the center of the piece. The cube is made out of what's referred to as rippled maple. I used a waterfall effect on it so that the grain would actually wrap around the whole way, matching so it looks seamless the entire way. The only straight pieces on it are the curve and the shelves. Mortise and tenon joinery at compound angles. And the thing with most of my furniture is it comes with the soft close system for all the drawers. So I design intentionally with curves for just about every piece I use. This is called the bridge bench. I designed this based off of walking under a bridge in our hometown one day, and I saw the natural arch of the support of the undercarriage of the bridge. That really caught my eye and made me think, how can I use that and I decided I'm going to build a bench out of it. And as you can see, I've incorporated an arch into the support. Now arches are strong and timeless. You see them, once you notice them, you see them just about in every form of architecture throughout history. From the arch support on the base, I decided to try and incorporate curves into the seat to add comfort and visual interest in the piece, hence the bridge bench. This is the Danish weave bench. It's stylized after a mid-century modern style. It's something that has always captured my curiosity for the time I've been designing furniture. I've incorporated in this style a reverse tapered leg. So it tapers from thick to thin on top, and rather than just doing a linear taper, I added a asymmetrical curve to it to try and draw your eye to the actual weave of the bench. Now, the seat is a paper cord weave. It's a 2-strand paper cord weave actually, and in my research of the weave, I found 2 different ways of doing it. One is with L-shaped upholstery nails, and a whole lot of them, which I didn't really like because I don't really enjoy putting metal in my furniture. And then I found a system that incorporates a cow hitch knot. So that's what this is. There's absolutely no metal in this bench whatsoever. The whole weave is done with different cow hitch knots throughout to anchor the weave. So with all my designs, I try to think through the design for ease of use and lengthy time of use. With this bench, it actually does have a front and a back to it. The front has no bar in the front to support it, so that when you sit down, you can actually slide your feet underneath. Most benches will turn around and have a cross piece at the front and across the back. This one, I think, is just more ergonomic for people to actually sit and put their shoes on or whatever they want to do with the bench. We all live busy lives, and everybody likes to have one last look before they head out the door. This mirror I call one last look. It's a steam bent Canadian black walnut shaped in an ellipse. I added a curved shelf to add depth and character to the overall look. One last look is simple elegance. I called these the Granville Island stools. I called it Granville Island because Granville Island is sexy, fun, and unique. Now with stools, I've sat in a lot of stools, and most of them I find quite uncomfortable. The footrest is usually too narrow and it cuts into your foot, and the seat is usually flat and uncomfortable. On these particular stools, I decided to add a platform that your foot can sit on so it's actually comfortable. The seat has got a curved top and bottom so that it's a comfortable seat to sit in. Now with these stools, this particular one is a broadleaf maple burl. And what I like about it, or what really caught my eye with it, was the rose-colored highlights, right? They actually make the whole system pop. For the joinery, again, it's a mortise and tenon joinery, and with the top I did a spline through tenon to add a little bit of visual highlight to all of it. An incredibly sturdy and useful stool that will last generations. The majority of these pieces were designed for specific families in mind. Pretty much all of the pieces in this show were designed for designated active families that they use every day of their life.